You can get your immigration case dismissed. That's right. If you're in immigration court, you can make an application by what's known as filing a motion to have your case dismissed. I have done this personally for so many of my clients. Let me explain how you may be able to qualify or may be eligible on your own to do this. Okay, the process is actually relatively straightforward. What happens is that if you are in removal proceedings, you're in immigration court, what you need to do is, look to see if there's another way for you to actually get some sort of relief. I'll give you an example of mine that I just got this case dismissed. My client was in removal deportation proceedings for almost 6 years. He came from Pakistan, filed for asylum. He couldn't go back to his country. What happened in that time period is that he met somebody here in America, got married to her. She's a US citizen. She had filed an I-130 petition. It got approved. However, because he was in removal deportation proceedings before the I-130 petition, he was still stuck in immigration court, waiting for the courts to open up so he can see a judge and present his case. He came to me really upset and frustrated about the process. What we did is that we filed a motion, to go to immigration court before the judge to say, please dismiss the case. The great thing about that is the judge saw there's an approved I-130 petition. So if you're in removal proceedings, let's say you had filed for asylum and you get married to a US citizen in the time period in between, what you can do is you can go before the judge, and file a motion. Sometimes what we do is that we don't even have to go before a judge. We file, we contact the DHS attorney that's on the case and ask them if they would be willing to join us in a joint motion to dismiss the case. A lot of people don't realize they're just stuck in immigration court. If they're, let's say, married to a US citizen, if they're eligible for VAWA, if there's some other way for them to cancel the case, or they have a citizen child that can do adjustment of status from the immigration court, they don't have to have their case continue. The last 2 years or so, we've gotten about 10 cases dismissed, all varying from, let's say they were initially asylum cases, but the person got married to a US citizen. We filed a motion to dismiss. It was granted. We had another one where a person was placed in removal proceedings. A long time ago, they had a US citizen child that now was able to sponsor them. We filed a motion to dismiss on that as well. And also another one such as VAWA. My client was placed into removal proceedings, and unfortunately, she was married to a citizen who didn't sponsor her, but she was abused by him, and we were able to file a motion to dismiss all those cases. We were able to get my clients out of immigration court and get their proceedings dismissed or terminated so they can go through USCIS and get a green card. You can look at your own case and your own situation. Talk to your lawyer. If not, give us a call, speak to us. We'd be happy to do that. There's no reason for you to be waiting around in immigration court, which is taking years and years, especially due to the backlog of migrants that have been coming into the United States. I'm really happy every time I can get a case dismissed, because then I can go to USCIS and do the process for a green card. So look into your own case, contact us, and see if this is something that applies to you.